What's up, guys? Paul from Sklar Fit. I'm right in the middle of my workout, but this one is so good that I wanted to share it with you. It's a barbell complex that is designed to be cardiovascular in nature and, of course, muscle building. So any cardio that I do, I've always said before, I do it during my workouts. I don't really do any steady state cardio at all. This takes care of most of it for me. And of course, when I'm doing my regular resistance training, my heart rate stays at a relatively high rate. If I'm trying to build a little bit more muscle, I take longer rest periods in between. But with this specific complex, I want to take as little rest in between as possible to complete. And I want to go as heavy as I possibly can go to complete. And again, heavy to complete means a little bit lighter for this specific complex. I've got 95 pounds on the bar. This is my 6th set. It is a combination of a row, clean, and an overhead press. Let me show you exactly what it looks like, and then I'll talk a little bit about it as soon as I get done. This is an ascending compound barbell ladder. That means we'll be combining 2 exercises into one and increasing each exercise by 1 every rep. You'll start this sequence out with 1 bent over barbell row, then you'll clean the weight to the shoulders and immediately perform an overhead barbell press. You'll then move to 2 bent over barbell rows, clean the weight, and perform 2 overhead barbell presses. You'll then perform 3 reps of each exercise, 4 reps, and then finish with 5 repetitions of each exercise. By the time you get to this point, you should be extremely exhausted, so pay attention to detail and form, and do your best to finish out all reps. Ooh. Absolutely brutal. It's going to take me a couple seconds to catch my breath. So like I said before, if you get it right, you should be completely out of breath. Shoulders should be pumped. Core should be nice and tight. Arms like spaghetti noodles. You can see the sun came out just as I got done with the workout. Now, I'm working out on turf. A lot of you ask what kind of grass I use. This is turf, and it's a lot hotter when you get on the turf, probably 25 degrees hotter than it is in the shade. So it's hot out here. It's probably 105, 110 degrees on the turf, which makes for a more challenging workout. Of course, I don't stay in the sun too long. I don't want to fry the skin, but I do want to get some vitamin D, and this is how I get it. Now, of course, if you're going to go through a workout like this or any workout, you are going to need to replenish your muscles. I'm using Transparent Labs 100% grass-fed whey protein, no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. That's a big thing for me. I don't take artificial sweeteners into my body. All the other brands, or the majority of the other brands, have sucralose and acetylflame potassium. It's junk. I don't use it. I consume enough whey protein over the course of the day that I don't want artificial junk in my body. Now, as you may know, I pair my protein post-workout with 5 grams of creatine monohydrate HMB. So it's got HMB in it. Put it in my water, put it with my protein, mix it up. I may put some peanut butter in it. I may throw some blueberries in there, and then I get it down within 30 minutes of my workout. If you're looking for the best tasting stuff, and again, taste is important to me. I've researched this for months. If you're looking for the best tasting stuff, the cleanest stuff, check out Transparent Labs, linked in the description. Now, I want to clear things up. When I talk about cardiovascular work that builds muscle at the same time, I think a lot of people get confused. And what I mean by that is that it elicits a cardiovascular response. So I get a heart rate response when I'm doing resistance exercise. And with a complex like this, which is considered a flow, where we're not really breaking in between exercises, we move right from the row to the clean to the overhead press with seamless transitions. It's all smooth, and of course it's all controlled. There are no jerking movements. I'm not throwing the weight around. I make sure that I have full control of it at all times. So this is the type of work that I talk about that burns calories, and of course it's going to build muscle if you have enough resistance and you get the right contraction. So for those of you that say, oh, that's just cardio, you're not going to build any muscle, this is the same exact stuff that I utilize in my program, of course, with other exercises. I do other resistance exercises as well. This is just one example of how I get my cardiovascular work in. Again, you have to realize this is one exercise sequence that I'm showing you. I've got a full program. My full online program shows exactly what I do, rep for rep, set for set. Every single day that I work out, all of your questions, they can all be answered right there. So if you're interested in training exactly like me, subscribe to my program. If you want little tidbits like I've shown you today, Certainly, keep watching YouTube. I'm going to continue to put more and more content up for beginners. You may want to run through a sequence like this, just see where you get to. You may get 1 row, 1 shoulder press, you might be done. You may be able to get 2 rows, 2 shoulder presses, might be done, maybe 3. So you've got to test it out, you've got to play around with it, see what works best for you. Obviously, the 5-round sequence is the most difficult. By the time you get to the end of that 4th round and you know you still have 5 reps to go, it becomes unbelievably challenging. With these, give yourself as much time as you need in between. I typically like to give myself anywhere between 2 and 3 minutes rest, depending on how hard it is. If I feel good, I may go less. If I don't feel good, I may go a little bit longer. Get this one done. It may be a standalone workout for you. You can also do it at the end of a chest day, at the end of a shoulder day, at the end of a back day, whatever it is. If you want to know exactly where I program it into my workouts, of course, subscribe to my program. Otherwise, work on it. It's great cardiovascular work, and of course, it's muscle and body changing. If you enjoyed the workout, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all the next time. Let's go.